Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Our topic for this video will be the late actor and dancer Stephen DJ Twitch Boss and the Nigerian actor Kunle Remi, who revealed how close he came to ending it all too. This video is going to center around mental health in men specifically. But before we get into it quickly, guys, if this is your first time on my channel, please do consider subscribing if you haven't. Um, and also don't forget to like, share, and comment on this video. Now let's get into it, guys. On the 14th of December, news came out that DJ Twitch had ended it all. The sequence of events that was revealed or that came out was that he had left his house in the morning without taking his car, and this was very, very unlike him. It is not something that he does ever. So the wife ran into a police station and told them that something is wrong, that her husband had left the house without his car, and that is not normal of him. I don't know what came out of that report, but right around 11 a.m. in the morning, there was paramedics and the police were called to a hotel within 30 minutes of their house. Within 30 minutes, I think they said 15 or 20, 30 minutes drive of their house, because a male had been found deceased in the room by one of the maids that were going in to clean the room. Um, the person had ended it all by just putting a gun to his head. After the police getting the paramedics trying, and then they found out that the person was actually DJ Twitch. That means he already knew what he wanted to do before he went there, and he didn't take his car or anything. This news is painful, but it's not new. It's something that is becoming more and more frequent. It's becoming more and more frequent. It doesn't make it normal. It doesn't make it okay. DJ Twist posted a video just a day before this happened where he was smiling as usual, dancing. This guy could exude joy when you watch him dance. I don't think there will be, certainly, but I don't think I've ever come across a picture of him where he wasn't smiling or laughing. He had this very contagious laugh. You couldn't help but like him. You couldn't help but love him. But somehow it got so bad that he felt this was his way out. He left a wife and three kids behind. Sorry. But for him to get here, it's not a one day thing. He's been dealing with this for a long time. He kept giving out joy. He kept making people happy, but he wasn't happy himself. I guess it's true what they say. The people that give out most joy are the ones that go through the most pain. Nobody knew what was going on, not even his wife or his grandfather. And he probably didn't ask for help. It's not written anywhere or it hasn't come out anywhere that he sought for help. And I'm thinking the reason he didn't think to seek for help is because of the stigma that comes with a man coming out to say, I'm depressed, or there's something wrong with my mental health. I'm just not feeling okay up there. That stigma, people all of a sudden, when men come out to say, I'm not feeling okay, or I'm feeling depressed, or this, The society all of a sudden look at them as soft or weak. They are no longer taken seriously. They are no longer referred to or seen as strong men, able men. So a lot of men decide to deal with it in private. They decide to not speak out. But the more you let it linger, the worse it gets. And in his case, he just got to the point where he couldn't handle it anymore and decided just taking himself out was the best option. A lot of feelings are still raw. Like I said, he's got a wife, he's got 3 kids. Feelings are still raw. So we're not going to dig into this too much or say too much about it, other than to say, may his gentle soul rest in peace. And I pray for strength for his loved ones. This will be a hard, very, very hard loss to bear. He's still got his grandfather. I pray for healing. I pray for strength for them to deal with this loss. Moving on to our next topic, we're still on this issue of mental health. The Nigerian actor Kunle Remi is another person that is always laughing. He's always making joke videos. He's always doing things that makes you laugh. He's always smiling every time you see him. He's a generally happy person when you see him, or at least that's the mentality that they give off. Just like a lot of people started coming out to talk about their mental health since Twitch passed on, he too has come out to say there is a problem, or at least there was a problem at one point. He spoke in his own words about how close he also came to ending it all. We need to do better. Men are men, understandable, but they are also human beings. The same kind of blood that flow through the veins of kids and women also flow through their veins. That they are men doesn't stop them from feeling. That they are men doesn't stop them from being. And that they are men doesn't stop the fact that they also need to be taken care of. They also deserve the right to seek for help whenever they need it. They also deserve the right to be able to speak out without being judged or looked at differently when they have issues. I'm going to post the picture of Kunle Remi so that you will hear him speak in his own words about his own experience. Once again, guys, please, before you leave, if you haven't considered subscribing, please do before you leave, and also like, share, comment on this video. Until I come your way again, guys, stay blessed. Bye.
Yesterday, the news broke of DJ Twitch, I think that's how it's pronounced, his passing. And it was a very sad news, in his 40s coming to, but I can absolutely relate to that. Sometimes when they say, oh boy, how are you doing? I'm fine. How's it going? I'm I did. Oh, nice one. Hey, it's never really fine as we say I'm fine. Sometimes it's always more than that. Men, we go through a lot as men, even as women also, but speaking about men, it's crazy. I remember in 2017 I had a series of tweets that I went on to delete. It was very someone called me a year later and said, "Can I go and delete those tweets?" Because I was going through a lot. I was overwhelmed. I didn't understand what I was thinking of career too much. I was thinking, am I doing enough? Am I enough? Relationship, I was stressed. Am I doing the right thing? Am I with the right person? Is this working? Is this not working? Was all this stress? Am I not the peace? Am I Am I? So many thoughts in my mind. Work was overwhelming. I just too much, and at a point I could not take it. I felt so useless, not enough, incompetent. Even though it was the contrary, it was the opposite of how I felt, but genuinely I was beating myself up too much. Then I started to tweet randomly, and I was very close to actually, into the bridge or just my life. And that it took the grace of God for me to scale through that, And here's the thing: I usually bottle up, I don't share stuff. I learned to become better with doing that. And I'm just sending a word out to every man out there. Look, it's not easy. It's not going to be easy, but hey, always talk to someone. Let's still have someone in our corner that we can always talk to and open up with. It's a very sad news. Life is beautiful. Life doesn't guarantee it's going to be smooth all the time, but we need to always find a balance and choose happiness over being sad. I've been there. I've gone through it. Right now, I still caution myself. I still take it one day at a time. Once I get overwhelmed, I shut down. Depression, mental health, these things are very important. Don't know how else to emphasize these things, but men, please, we can do better. Let's find our bearing, all right?